What's up, boys and girls? Texas 2A video back at you again. Well, I went to the gun show today and jacking my jaw with some of my fellow Texas natives, namely the Houston area variants. I did get a hold of a gentleman by the name of John Mullen. He runs Bullseye Cartridge Company. He is just west of me, northwest side of Houston. And I mentioned, hey, I run a YouTube channel. Get with me at some point, and I'll see if I can get some of this ammunition viewers and check it out. Run some testing on it. I don't know if it's been tested. Get to chit chat, and he's like, well, why don't you take some of this with you? But then he tells me the bad news. There's been at least 3 guys that he's offered this free ammunition to that said that they would review it, and they never came through. That's chicken shit. That's very much so. But, I'm a man of my word. I told him, look, man, I would love to let my viewers see some of this stuff in action. I only have one 300 blackout at the moment. It is a 10.5-inch variant. But that's the main thing. So we have this, which I'll see how this works. He cranks out some stuff. This is frangible. I've run the frangible 300 blackout before, never 5.56. So we'll be testing this on some plate, excuse me, as well as I'm going to have to get some ballistics gel. I want to see what this will do on some ballistics gel. So you can see it right there. It's probably going to focus, because why would it? But this stuff, he said, cycles fine. So that's something that can be used for, possibly indoors or whatnot. Maybe I might try to find some sheetrock and see what happens with that. I'm going to get in depth. This will definitely get velocity tested. As you can see, it is 5.56/223 frangible. Alright, so I'll get some more detail on the weight of this, because I don't see it right here, but I'm sure he's got all that information for me. He also did the same with some 9mm frangible 9. So, like I said, I like the velocity test. I don't do it as much as I would like, because I'm often doing some of the other testing. But, like I said, frangible, this stuff, the more you buy, the more the price goes down. You do have to order online currently through, online. You can get the number at Bullseye Cartridge Company. He's on Facebook, and he has his website up. But you have to call, because right now online orders are not being processed at the moment. He's working the bugs out on that, but you can call. And here is some of the good stuff. This is awesome. These little guys here, as you can see, are 78 grains. All right. This little dude right here, I think he said it was out of a 10.5-inch barrel. These guys would run around 2,700 feet per second. That's pretty awesome. So this, I don't mind checking the accuracy on it. I have a 10.5-inch barrel that I have. If I get a longer one as well, I would happily do so. But I want to hit this with some gel. Or rather, hit the gel with this. And, of course, some denim. And I might have to sacrifice my 3A soft armor, because for the greater good, why not? Now, kind of going from cool to coolest on this. Here's our next variation. These are titanium tip. So, I already posted a photo of this on the Texas 2A video Facebook page. So you can go check the pictures of that if you want to, see something better than this trash half-quick quality, just for a little update review of what's going on and to come in the channel. I won't say it'll be tomorrow or next week, because I have to make sure I get a ballistics gel that I'm happy with. All right, I'm not just want to throw anything together. I want something that's somewhere in the neighborhood of FBI standard. But that is pretty cool. This should be capable of something good. 111 grains. So she's going to be pretty quick. I want to say out of 10.5-inch variant, he said this should run about 2,400 feet per second. So that is not too bad at all. So there's that one. And then this guy here, this is for you subsonic guys. This stuff is chunky and it looks awesome. That right there is 176 grains. All right. He said this is not going to cycle in my standard, normally gassed, non-suppressed 300 blackout, and that's cool. So I'm probably going to take a buffer, drill it, hollow it, skeletonize the crap out of it to take as much weight as I can out of that thing so the shell will hopefully cycle. Worst case scenario, I could cycle by hand. Whatever, right? So that right there is some cool stuff. I mean, it is definitely designed to go in, do its job, get in there and expand out. And so we'll be able to see what this does on, some ballistics gel, run through some denim, and whatever else I can come up with. But just want to give you a little update of my venture today to the local Conroe gun show. It was very cool of him to hook me up with this stuff. He didn't have to, but I would have eventually tried to buy some from him if I could, whatever. But I'm following through, man, on my word. This stuff is all going to be great content for the channel. Give that gentleman some exposure. He was one of the coolest guys I could talk to. I mean, I didn't ask him for this. I was just running it over. He just picks up, he picks up one, two, puts it in the bag. He's like, here you go. And he's like, you know what? He's like, try this one too. He's like, I know it's pricey. He's like, but, he was leaving me with me running my mouth about running it and following through, and it's going to happen. And then he's like, hey, try some of this frangible stuff as well, if you want to get it out there. So, just a heads up on what's to come. Thought this little nice tidbit of information, this stuff. I mean, I know you 300 blackout guys are going to love this. I have a 300. I don't run suppressed because I don't like to be extorted by the government, so I don't have a can. But you guys will get to see this velocity. I'll probably hit it with some steel, check for accuracy, and then of course I need some ballistics gel so y'all can see what kind of expansion and penetration happens. And like I said, I have to just sacrifice one of my 3A soft little plates that I got there and see what happens with that as well, because inquiring minds want to know. So tune in next time. I'm going to keep it up. I still got some other things coming to talk about because of my trip out there to PSA, but thanks for tuning in. I'll see you boys and girls next time.